And now, for our big news and what we came here to announce. I am delighted to announce the launch of a new $10 million Denver Affordable Housing Revolving Loan Fund. And it's made possible by the collaboration and partnership of the City of Denver, the State of Colorado, and the Colorado Housing and Finance Authority. We all know that the need for affordable housing in our city is simply tremendous. Too many of our modest income residents are rent burdened, meaning that they spend more than 30% of their monthly gross income on housing. Federal housing dollars coming to Denver have dropped 31% since 2010. The new fund will play a large role in strengthening the city's toolbox of available financing tools to assist the development community in getting new projects off the ground. We are very proud as a city of Denver to dedicate city dollars to establishing this new fund. With leveraged investments from both the state and the Colorado Housing Finance Authority, we know we can make an impact going forward. The fund will primarily support multifamily rental unit development, serving individuals and families earning up to 60% of the area median income. That's $46,000, just over $46,000 for a family of four. It's estimated that 35% of households at this income level are rent burdened. And the revolving nature of this fund makes it particularly exciting as well. As the fund lends out monies, they are repaid, and the income will be reinvested into the fund, providing a growing pool of funds to help sustain affordability efforts for years to come. Affordable housing finance is by no means an easy issue. Our new revolving loan fund isn't a cure-all, and we recognize that. We recognize that we have affordability challenges for quite some time, but we are committed to working hard to deal with it. It provides a significant boost, however, to our efforts and a positive momentum to continue to further other strategies and programs to improve Denver's housing opportunities and affordability. I want to thank the Denver City Council for helping us to establish this revolving loan fund and for helping us, for agreeing to allow us to allocate general fund dollars. I want to thank the state of Colorado for seizing on the vision. And joining us today is Pat Coyle, and we want to thank you, Pat, for your leadership and involvement. I want to thank Chris White and, again, CHAFA for their leadership and vision as well. And, again, under the leadership of Paul Washington, the Office of Economic Development, and our Housing Director, Rick Padilla. Now it's my pleasure to bring forward our Director of Housing, Division of Housing for the Colorado Department of Local Affairs, Pat Coyle. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. You bet.
Thank you for the opportunity to identify affordable housing as a primary goal in the city's administration, and also the steps that the mayor has taken along with her staff to look at the cost benefit of this investment. The state of Colorado, really with the support of the governor, the state legislature, and the attorney general in this regard, has identified housing and affordable housing as both an economic investment and a social investment. The $3 million that we pledge today and invest is a down payment towards the supply, increasing the supply of people who are paying beyond that 30% of income to rent so that they stabilize their lives. It will, with our partnership with the city and CHAFA, streamline the process so that your development community can respond to that initiative. Thank you, Mayor. And I would like to now introduce Chris White, who is the President and CEO of the Colorado Housing and Finance Authority, a friend and neighbor.
Thanks very much, Pat. First and foremost, what I would like to do is thank and recognize Mayor Hancock for his focus on and his commitment to trying to solve this issue of the availability of affordable housing. Mayor, thank you very much. I'd also like to acknowledge and recognize his team, particularly Paul Washington and Rick Padilla, for their tremendous work in conceiving of this fund, getting it properly structured, and most importantly, getting it capitalized at such a nice level that really is going to make a difference in terms of the investment in affordable housing. CHAFA has a long, well-established track record in administering such funds for various agencies throughout the city and throughout the state. So we are quite honored to be selected as the administrator of this particular fund, and it's very important work. A lot of comments today have been made about the importance of the availability of affordable housing, and I won't repeat them. I would just echo those comments, though. We have a crisis in our city and in our state in terms of the availability of affordable housing, and we are honored again to play such an important role in getting capital deployed into working to solve that problem. We are shooting for deploying this capital in spring, sometime in spring of this year. So between now and then, we'll be working very hard and closely with our partners to get that capital deployed as efficiently and as effectively as possible. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Mayor, for your comments. At this point, are there any questions from the audience? We'll take them now. Yes, ma'am. The question is, how are we working with Dr. Cog to make sure that transportation is part of the mix where affordable housing is being built? And we work closely with Dr. Cog. Of course, we pay attention to their policies and guidance as to how land use planning should be thought of in the region. Mayor Hancock has a commitment towards putting housing at transit-oriented development opportunities. That reflects our commitment to making sure that we're not only building housing and making it affordable, but we're also paying attention to the connectivity of that housing and how individuals who live in affordable housing have access to jobs, healthcare, education, and that's only done through transit. So we work very, very closely with Dr. Cog, and will continue to be influenced by their research. Well, with no further questions, thank you for your interest, and we'll conclude this press conference. Thank you.